In South Africa's dynamic political landscape, few figures have captured the public imagination as profoundly as Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. A founding member of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, and once heralded as one of the most eloquent and effective spokespersons in the country's political history, Ndlozi's recent resignation from parliament has sparked intense debate. Though he remains within the EFF as a mere member, his diminished role has left many wondering about the forces at play behind the scenes and what the future holds for this once towering figure. The story of Ndlozi's political career is a compelling mix of triumph, controversy, and unresolved questions, emblematic of the complexities of South Africa's political evolution. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's rise to prominence within the EFF was meteoric. As the party's national spokesperson, he embodied the energy and defiance that defined the EFF's brand. His sharp rhetoric, intellectual rigor, and charisma made him a formidable force in debates and a powerful advocate for the party's radical economic policies. Ndlozi's ability to communicate the EFF's vision of economic transformation, land redistribution, and anti-corruption resonated with millions of South Africans who felt marginalized by the existing political order. Under his stewardship, the EFF's messaging became a rallying cry for the disenfranchised. Ndlozi's speeches were not mere political statements but calls to action, drawing attention to the structural inequalities that persist in South Africa. His contribution to the party's growth cannot be overstated. He helped craft the EFF's identity as a disruptive force challenging the status quo. However, his tenure was not without challenges. The demands of representing a young and fiery party in an often hostile political environment took their toll, and cracks began to emerge in the party's internal cohesion. Ndlozi's resignation from parliament follows a period of turmoil within the EFF, marked by allegations of internal conspiracies involving senior figures such as Floyd Shivambu. While Ndlozi did not directly align himself with Shivambu's alleged efforts to destabilize the party, his failure to alert the leadership to these plots has been a source of contention. This perceived inaction has tarnished his image within the party and raised questions about his loyalty to the movement he helped build. Shivambu's departure, along with a group of high-profile leaders allegedly aligned with former President Jacob Zuma, highlighted deep divisions within the EFF. Although Ndlozi did not join this exodus, his association with Shivambu's faction has cast a long shadow over his political standing. For a figure who once symbolized unity and purpose within the EFF, these developments have been a significant setback. The accusations of complicity, whether by action or omission, have created a narrative of betrayal that contrasts sharply with his earlier reputation as a principled and committed leader. One of the most fascinating aspects of Ndlozi's story is the response of other political parties to his resignation. Despite the controversy surrounding his recent actions, several parties have reportedly expressed interest in recruiting him. This sudden enthusiasm from his former critics underscores the often transactional nature of South African politics. Ndlozi's undeniable talent as a communicator and strategist makes him an attractive prospect, even for those who previously opposed the EFF's ideology. However, this apparent change in attitude raises important questions about political opportunism. Ndlozi's unwavering belief in the EFF's cause has been a defining feature of his career. His commitment to economic justice and systemic reform is unlikely to align seamlessly with the visions of other parties. The overtures from these parties could be seen as attempts to neutralize a potential rival or co-opt his influence for their own agendas. For Ndlozi, accepting such offers would mean not only abandoning his ideological roots but also risking his credibility with the EFF space. As Ndlozi steps back from the limelight, his legacy within the EFF and South African politics more broadly hangs in the balance. His contributions to the party's early successes remain undeniable, but the controversies of recent years have complicated his narrative. Whether he can rehabilitate his image and find a new role within the EFF or elsewhere remains to be seen. The situation also raises broader questions about the nature of political loyalty and the challenges of sustaining unity within revolutionary movements. The EFF's rapid rise has been accompanied by growing pains, and Ndlozi's story is a microcosm of these struggles. His experience highlights the difficulty of balancing individual ambition with collective responsibility, a challenge that many leaders in similar movements have faced. The road ahead for Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is uncertain. Within the EFF, his reduced role may offer an opportunity for reflection and reinvention. If he can rebuild trust with the party's leadership and base, he may yet play a significant role in its future. Alternatively, he could use this period to explore new avenues, whether within or outside the political sphere. For the EFF, Ndlozi's story serves as both a cautionary tale and a call to action. The party's ability to navigate internal divisions and retain its core principles will be critical to its long-term success. As it seeks to consolidate its position as a major political force, the lessons of Ndlozi's rise and fall will undoubtedly shape its approach to leadership and governance. In the broader context of South African politics, Ndlozi's journey reflects the complexities of a system still grappling with the legacies of apartheid and the challenges of transformation. His ability to articulate these challenges with passion and clarity has been one of his greatest strengths. Whether he can harness that strength in the next phase of his career will determine not only his personal legacy but also his impact on the country's political future. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi remains one of South Africa's most compelling political figures, a man whose career has been marked by both remarkable achievements and significant controversies. His resignation from parliament marks the end of one chapter but not necessarily the conclusion of his political journey. As he navigates the challenges ahead, his story will continue to inspire debate and reflection, offering valuable insights into the dynamics of power, loyalty, and change in South African politics. For now, Ndlozi stands at a crossroads, a figure of immense potential facing an uncertain but undoubtedly consequential future.